Hey guys, welcome to another interesting project here at Kodirakum. My name is Mihir Thakkar and today we are gonna build a very quick and interesting project which you are already seeing on my screen, which is real-time face detection using Haar Cascade classifiers in OpenCV. So the problem as such is not very difficult to understand. Given this live stream of video that you are seeing right now, we are interested in detecting the region of the image which has my face in it. And why would you want to do that? Once you have detected this region which has my face in it, you could then feed it to a face recognition algorithm or maybe an emotion detector and so on, right? So the possibilities are endless. The good thing about this project is you can easily modify it for different use cases, like detecting, in this case, a hand. And it can work with eyes as well. It's not as accurate as the hand or a face, but it still works. So let's see how we are gonna do this. We'll be using something called as Haar Cascade classifiers in OpenCV. Now, using Haar Cascade classifiers is relatively an old technique, which was made popular by this famous paper by Viola and Jones. It's definitely not the state of the art today, but I think it's a good project for you to try out, since you will be able to more appreciate when you do things using deep learning in YOLO or RCNNs. What we are doing today also happens to be a major part of my capstone project back when I was in the undergrad school. And it's crazy how things evolve so quickly in this field, because at that time it took us several months and literally hundreds of lines of C++ code which you're gonna build in next 10 minutes in less than 20 lines of code. So let's build it. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel and would want to stay updated with more such interesting projects, please do consider subscribing us. Okay, so the first thing that we should do is make sure that you have Python 3.7 and OpenCV installed on your computer. If you're not sure, please do run this command on your command window. Once we have that, let's open your favorite text editor and let's start writing some code. Since we are using OpenCV to do all the heavy lifting on our behalf, let's import it first. Now the first thing that we need to learn is how to capture a video frame by frame from your computer's webcam. OpenCV gives us a simple way to do this. All we have to do is instantiate an object from the video capture class. And the 0 over here means that we are just selecting the default video source. And generally it's your computer's webcam. You can also give a video file name over here if you would want to capture the video from a video file. And now since we want to do this continuously, we'll put our code inside a while loop. And now let's read the first frame from our video capture object. Now let's go ahead and display this frame using the IMShow method. So if you run your code at this point, you will notice that nothing comes up. And the reason is because your video capture is so fast that each subsequent frame is overwriting the previous one and you don't see anything. So a simple way to avoid this is add a little delay in this while loop, and we can do this using the cv2.wait key function. So what we are saying over here is let's wait for 1 millisecond before going to the next frame. Alright, let's see if this works. So as you can see, this works. We are able to capture our webcam video feed and we are able to see the results in real time. Alright, so now that we have learned how to read frames from your webcam video feed, we should start adding our Haar Cascade classifier now. The first thing that you need to do is make sure you download the Haar Cascade zip file from the link in the description below and extract it at the same location where your script is. Think of these Cascade files as pre-built models that you can use to detect different objects. And you can also build your own cascaded classifiers, but that is a topic for another video. So let's go ahead and instantiate a cascaded classifier for frontal face. Now, as you might be aware, most machine learning methods do much better when you feed a lower dimensional or a more efficient representation of the problem that you're trying to solve. So in this case, what we'll do is instead of feeding the 3-channel RGB image, what we could do is convert this to a grayscale image so that we can give a grayscale image to a classifier. Now I don't want everything to seem magic for you, So what I would want to do is have you find answers to some of these problems, because the whole point of this videos is not to give you a project that you can copy, but to show you how to approach a problem and then solve it step by step. Having said that, can you go ahead and Google for which method from the Cascade Classifier class will you use to actually detect the face in these images? Now if you got it right, we need to use the detect underscore multiscale method from the cascaded classifier class. So we will pass this grayscale frame that we have just prepared to this detect underscore multiscale method, and this also takes couple of additional hyperparameters. These parameters are just used to fine tune your results, so I suggest you try adjusting these values and see how the result changes based on these parameters. Now this detector will give us all possible regions in this image where it thinks it has detected a face. So either we can just take the first item from this array, which will have the coordinates of the largest rectangle that it has detected, or you can add a for loop over here and just draw all the rectangles on the frame. And that's it. There's one thing that we need to do is make sure we have an ability to exit out of this video. So we can write something like this. And once you exit out of the loop, we need to gracefully close down a video stream if it is not automatically terminated. And there we go. As you can see, it's tracking my face quite well. And it's not as accurate as, and as I said, this is still not state of the art because it's not as accurate as what you might expect from something like a deep learning method. But it works in real time and it's great for a quick project. So guys, if you want to try out the other examples I showed you in the beginning, like a hand, like detecting a hand or even eyes, all you have to do is just replace your hair cascade XML file. I can't guarantee that all of them will work perfectly, but try it out and tell me in the comments if some of them work for you. Guys, I hope you like this video. At CodeHeroku, our goal is to make project-based online courses accessible to millions of students in developing countries. If you would like to support us in this mission, please do consider sharing this video with your friends on WhatsApp groups that you are part of.